Peter, wait, I'll take you back.
Let her go, Max.
Thanks a lot, Maria.
Mind if I join you?
Well, not if you're going to ask a lot of questions.
No, I won't, I promise. Actually, I came to apologize to my daughter. She had no right to drag you into a family dispute.
Seems to me like this is the whole town's dispute.
Yes, there are a lot of people involved, aren't there? And if any of them offended you, let me apologize. We're really all a very nice group of people. You just caught us at a bad time.
Okay.
Okay? As in, yes, I forgive you?
Yes, I forgive you. And I'll even tell you why I'm here. Diane brought me along to meet you. She thought that maybe you could help me find a job in your TV station.
And what is it that you do?
Carpentry, electrical work, handyman stuff. I'd be willing to work on a trial basis. If I don't work out, I'm out, no hard feelings.
All right. I'll call you next week. We'll set up a formal appointment.
Which means that you need to check me out.
You can't blame me, can you? There's an awful lot of suspicion about Diane right now, and even though it's not fair, one is judged by the company one keeps.
Okay. All right, you check me out, and I'll give you a call next week.
Wonderful.
You know, Diane has been in the ladies' room an awful long time. Maybe you ought to check on her.
Murray? Oh, damn it.
What are you calling, Diane?
Where the hell were
I
you?
heard a noise at the door. I ducked into the bedroom.
Oh, good thinking.
Well, I got the jewels, even some cash. Let's get out of here.
Why don't we celebrate our victory over Dorian Lord first? Oh, relax. My alibi is set. No one will know I'm missing. We can say goodbye in the grand Dorian Lord tradition. Murray, I've made you a very rich man. Now, the least you can do is give me 10 minutes. That's all I want. Why don't you dump that stuff out and let's see what we got.
Hun, I'm gonna have to go. Judge Hopkins, he issued that search warrant for Diane's room.
Dave, you promised that you'd spend the afternoon with me.
Delilah, we've been over this thing a million times.
Yeah, and I'm always the one that has to understand. I always have to play second to your damn job.
I'm sorry, but I have to go. We'll talk about it later, all right? I'll be back as soon as I can.
Yeah, well, if you come back here, don't expect to find me.
Oh, you gonna go home?
No, maybe I'll run off with somebody. Not that you care. I mean, you've got your badge to keep you warm.
I think those nuts are going to your head.
Babe.
You don't think it's a little more than a coincidence that Vicky and Tom are out of town at the same time?
We'd have an emergency in El Paso. A friend who needs his help.
Well, I'll tell you who he's helping. Himself. He's helping himself for my wife, Herb. And you know what? It's my fault. I keep opening the damn door for him because I keep giving Vicky the benefit of the doubt. I keep thinking she's going to get her memory back and we're going to be a family again.
Did go to New York to try to regain her memory.
Yes, and I offered to go with her. You know what she told me? The children need you more. No wonder she's got her Tom Dennison with her. I'll tell you what, Herb. I am through playing the sucker.
Steve, have you seen Diane since we last spoke?
No. Did you check the ladies' room?
Yes, I did, and she's not there.
Well, maybe she's in the other room. I'll go take a look.
Yes, thanks.
Here. Take them. They're your keys. I won't be able to get in past the doorman or into the mailboxes or into your apartment. And you might as well check my purse while we're at it.
I don't need to.
No, I insist. Do you see a duplicate set of keys in there?
I don't want to look at your purse.
I want you to. Heaven forbid that you should misplace $5 or a knife and a fork. or an ashtray. I don't want to be accused of sneaking back up here and stealing any of your things.
This really isn't necessary. Oh, excuse me. Here's to Dorian Lord.
Diane, I'm out of here. Now.
No, you have to drink some champagne for good luck. I'm a very superstitious person.
Make your own luck, lady, by being smart, by expecting every possibility. I know you're an amateur at this, but in my years in the business, I've learned to count on every possibility.
Oh, I know, Murray. You never miss a trick.
How you doing, Cass?
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, my dad and I were invited, but he couldn't make it, so I brought Rick. That's great. I'm glad you could come. Take off your coats, have a seat, have a good time. Thanks. You're welcome. Sean,
Hey, Cassie, where's your mother?
I was just wondering the same thing. I don't see her anywhere. Could she have gone?
You gotta be kidding. Your mother leave a party in her honor? She's probably in the kitchen, charming the pants off of some Washington officials and expounding on her prison views.
Yeah, well, I'd feel a lot better if I knew what's happening with Diane. Come on, Murray. It takes two people to toast.
There's no guarantee someone's not going to come through that door. You're being a jerk, Diane.
Now, come on. I've plotted our scam perfectly up till now, right? Dorian Lord is basking in glory at her luncheon with her daughter and her boyfriend right by her side. And besides, you haven't got everything.
How do you know?
Because I discovered a secret cache of jewelry in one of Dorian's closets.
Where is it?
First, to our future. That wealthy one will be living away from Landry.
Tastes bitter.
That's because it's so old and dry. But go ahead and finish yours, and I'll be back in a second with the stuff.
These lawyers are bigger con artists than he is. Announces there'll be a deal, but when Goldilocks and the Three Bears sat down for their porridge.
Oh, I'm sorry, Herb. My mind just trailed off.
Yeah, that part I noticed. Charles keeps drawing your attention away from me. You know, Judith, if you're having second thoughts about leaving.
No, not at all. I just came to a decision. I'm going to have to act on it immediately.
Papa, you were trying to shoot Max.
You'll regret this, Kathy. You made me shoot the wrong one.
Come on, Doc. Come on. It's very serious. Come on, follow me to the clinic.
Rick. How are you?
Good, how's it going? You know, I've been meaning to come over and see those boys, but I've just been so busy.
Oh, well, the boys are fine. They're hanging in there. Of course, with Vicky out of town, they're not too happy about that. And Mary Lynn? You know, Dorian told me that she had hired your father as a news director at WVLE.
Yeah, that's right. He's very excited about it.
She also told me that he had to go out of town for a few days. El Paso?
Uh-huh, yes. Just some business out there he had to attend to.
Ah, I see. Well, I have to get a hold of him about something. Could I get a phone number from him?
I'm sorry, but I don't have one.
Really? Your father leaves town and leaves you living alone and didn't give you a phone number to get a hold of him?
Well, he was in such a hurry he forgot, I guess. But when he calls, I'll get one.
So now he's got you lying for him. We both know he's in New York, don't we?
I'm not lying.
Clint, what's up?
Never mind. Mary Lynn, look, it's okay. I'm just sorry that Tom and Vicky put you in the middle of this. Excuse me.
I'm not a very good liar, am I?
You mean you were lying?
I don't know why my dad thought Clint wouldn't figure out the truth. Or at least part of it anyway. I think I'll check with Diane's date.
Now, who is that dude, anyway?
Oh, I just met him. Oh, we had a wonderful conversation. Excuse me.
Nancy, where's your mom?
I don't know. Or Diane either.
Well, she's been in the ladies' room an awful long time, hasn't she?
Yeah, probably rehearsing for her next outburst. Excuse me.
Hey, fella, what are you doing to the wall?
Putting a nail in so I can hang my citation.
You're a cop.
Right. You think I'd bang a nail on a cop's wall if I weren't? Besides, I'm working out of this office. Hey, are you Rafe Garrison by any chance?
That's right, and you are?
Andy, also detective. Originally from Pittsburgh. Ah, gotta tell you, I like Landview. You can see the air and everything.
Well, you got transferred here?
I tried Philly, but couldn't get an opening. This way, I like the big city stuff. Lots of action there.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. Landview was never dull, far from it.
So I hear. Oh, by the way, I dispatched 2 officers to Diane Bristol's room at the Waterside Inn. You weren't here, and the search warrant was labeled top priority, so I figured you
Yeah, right. Well, welcome to the force, Andy.
Thanks. My only regret is that I don't get a chance to work with Captain Moore.
Oh, yeah? See, one of the reasons that you wanted to hook up in Philly?
The word out is that Bill Moore is a great guy and a great leader. Has to be named chief of Philly's 96th precinct.
Can't say I'll miss him, though.
Too tough or something?
No, he's a great cop, but he can be very obstinate and pushy. Real opinionated and stubborn.
That's the funniest thing. Those are the exact same words he used about you. Let me introduce myself again. The name is Andy Moore. I'm Bill's younger brother.
For God's sakes, do something! Kate, that's her. That's my mom. What is happening here, Kate?
They took her in emergency.
Is she alive?
Yeah.
Well, what is she doing down here in Buenos Aires?
Cord, I'm Max Holt. It's been a few years.
Yeah, well, not enough for me. How did she get shot?
I think the guy was aiming for me. She was standing beside me.
What was she doing talking to you anyway, huh? And where's Tina?
I don't know. She left the Cafe Dorego about 5 minutes ago.
How about if I ask you a question that you can't answer, pal? Like how the hell you sunk your hooks in her and dragged her down here?
No hooks involved, Cord. Seems she was getting away from her husband, a real super dude who trashed her. Thought she'd even lie about being pregnant.
Cord,
Come on, punk.
listen. Why don't you go find Tina, and I'll stay here and take care of your mother. There's nothing you can do here except wait anyway.
It's a stomach wound. She's going to be in surgery.
Is Tina in any kind of trouble?
I don't know. She might be.
Perfect. Kate, I gotta go after her. Get out of my way.
Gabrielle.
You can thank me. You're still alive, Max.
Well, I figured it was your father, but what...
Yes, I pushed his arm out of the way as he fired the shot at you. How's the lady?
It's serious. I don't know. So when did your father get into this murder business, huh? Before or after he got into the cocaine trade?
Talking about? My father deals in leather, not cocaine. How dare you?
Listen to me. He's been growing cocoa plants on my property. I discovered it. That's why he murdered Don Alonzo. And that's why he tried to kill me and Tina before, because of it.
No, I don't believe you.
Gabrielle, I'm giving it to you straight. Why would I make this up? Why else would your father be taking shots at me?
Because... I don't know.
Just listen. I'm going to call the police. You tell them what you saw, what you did.
I will not help them arrest my own father. In fact, I'm sorry I interfered.
Sorry you didn't kill me. Great, Gabrielle, great. Like father, like daughter. What? What is with you?
I hate you, Max Holden. I wish you had died.
Why? Why does she hate me?
I don't think she hates you. In fact, I'd be willing to guess that she's in love with you.
For what reason? Because I disappeared? She didn't love me before I left. I thought I was sensitive to the way females felt and...
Max, I heard you say that her father was into cocaine. You don't know if he's working with an American named Jamie Sanders by any chance, do you?
Is that why you're here? Not just hold Cord's hand? Oh, wait. I got it. Yeah, I seen you with Cord. You're Jamie's sister, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I read in the paper when I was back in Landview how Jamie escaped, half the world was looking for him. Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything about him being in Buenos Aires.
Well, he is, and I heard the word cocaine, and I had to ask. Oh, senor, how is Maria Roberts, the woman with the gunshot wound?
Oh, I have not seen her yet. I will let you know.
I can't believe it. Maria shows up, then Cord, then you. Boy, I'm trying to get Tina away from her problems. I do a great job, didn't I?
Well, why don't you tell me the whole story, and don't leave out the part where you and Tina got married.
We're not married. We just pretended to be because of the culture. We thought it'd make things easier. It did for about 2 minutes before things went beyond human comprehension. So what's Cord gonna do now, huh? Is he gonna stop being a wimp and because his wife tried to make him rich? Is he gonna forgive her and be the loving husband and wonderful father?
Lay off, Holden.
Whoa. He left behind a lady to defend his honor, huh? Let me tell you something. I know about the two of you.
You don't know anything. Cord and I are only friends, but it's none of your damn business.
Yeah, well, so are Tina and I. Only I'd like to be the relationship to be a lot more. Just like you would with Cord.
Whoa, hold on a minute now. She was an American woman? Short, red hair, very pretty, very sexy?
I'm strong, senor. Push me into dimming, the balls go boom.
Which way did they go?
To the cemetery.
Muchas gracias.
With big right, big hand head.
already told you that I suspected Vicky and Tom were in New York, right? Well, guess what? I was right, Herb. And you know what else? Tom's got his daughter lying for him. She couldn't look me in the eye a little while ago. She had so much guilt on her face. Tell me something. How long am I going to let Vicky keep making a fool out of me?
Look, listen, even if he is in New York with her, she went there to get help. She is trying to regain her memory.
Ah, yeah, so just in case it works, she's going to have one last fling with Dennison, is that it? Then the reason he went there is because he wants to make sure it doesn't work, because neither one of them really want it to work. I don't care how you slice it, Herb, they're using New York as an excuse. Ah, yeah, so just in case it works, she's going to have one last fling with Dennison, is that it? Then the reason he went there is because he wants to make sure it doesn't work, because neither one of them really want it to work. I don't care how you slice it, Herb, they're using New York as an excuse to be together. I'm going home. I'm not really in a party mood. You know what I mean?
Take it easy, folks.
Find Diane?
No, she's definitely not in the ladies' room or any other room in this whole restaurant.
Well, nice of her to say goodbye before she took off. I kind of get the feeling that Diane used me as an escort.
Yeah, well, sorry, Steve, but Diane's kind of heavy into using people.
No, where did your mom go?
I don't know, so I'm leaving, just in case Diane's trying to brainwash Mom and they went home to talk it out. I'll see you later.
Bye.
What's wrong?
You know what's wrong, you witch? There's something in the champagne. Was it poison?
Sorry, Murray, I really hated to do that, but I had a feeling that you would double-cross me. And I had to act first.
I wasn't gonna murder you.
Don't feel betrayed, Murray. Don't forget that you were the one who blackmailed me at Elmo's.
That was my worst mistake. Look, call a doctor. You can have everything.
No, you see? Now, that doesn't fit into my plan. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the jewelry and leave here, and then I'm going to stash it. And then I'm going to go to Dorian's party, and when she comes home and finds you dead on the floor, and the police come, they'll just think that you had a partner who double-crossed you. Meanwhile, my alibi is set. No one would ever think that Diane could do something like this. I didn't think she could do this either.
Finally meet us again. Careful. Let's take a walk.
Ray, why don't you fill me in on some of the personalities around here so I can get a jump on some of the people?
Now, what did you think you were doing before? I feel like I was set up for something. I mean, you purposely go out of your way to make me talk about Bill Moore before you tell me that you're his brother.
I didn't mean anything. I was just playing around. You'd eventually find out, so I just thought we'd come out in the open anyway.
For what reason?
Look, Bill told me about you and the disagreements you two had. And he also thinks you're a good cop, and...
He also thinks that I used my uncle to buy my way back into the job, which was never true. Anything my uncle did, he did it on his own.
He just said to me there was some doubt, but that everybody gave you the benefit of the doubt. So cool out, man. We don't have any problems.
I hope not. I don't want this feud to carry over into the next generation of Moores.
Hey, I'm a lot looser than my older brother. In fact, he was the most surprised guy around when I went to the police academy. What can I say? Maybe it's in the genes. But me, I'm a party guy, too. So what do you say? Wanna loosen up? We'll work fine together.
Yeah. Excuse me. Garrison. Uh-huh. Okay, thanks. That was Wade. He was calling in to say that nothing incriminating was found in Diane Bristol's room over at the waterside.
Oh, why don't you tell me about her? What you're suspicious of?
Tomorrow. I'm supposed to be off today, and I got a beautiful wife who's spitting fire because I walked out on a luncheon.
I wish I had a beautiful wife. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I've seen too many cop marriages get smashed because wives can't deal.
Well, my wife is still learning, but she's getting there. She's getting there. See ya.
Later.
Dorian, I came in here and I found this man on the floor.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
So you decided to drink some champagne instead of finding out?
No, don't touch him.
Get an ambulance.
I said get an ambulance. No, he's a thief and he's probably a killer.
And he's probably dying, so we better get him some help.
Now, look, I just came in here and I found him here. I mean, he probably had a partner that double-crossed him or something, and then his partner took off.
Yeah, leaving all the jewelry behind. You're the partner. You're the one who double-crossed him.
Dorian!
Hello, I've got an emergency here. I need an ambulance and the police. Yes.
Put the phone down. Do it. Put it down. Now, I've admired you, and I've idolized you. Don't make me shoot you.
Mm-hmm. Sí. Gracias. Men are being dispatched now to Bellavista to look for Tante Medina and for your wife in your home.
She's not my wife. It's a long story, but I just hope that's where she went.
Well, it's very unlikely that Tante Medina will bother with her, especially now that he's been hunted. But who is this Cordero Roberts and his mother, the unintended victim?
Cord is Tina's husband and Maria is Cord's mother. We came down here looking for Tina and Max and my brother, Jamie Sanders.
Oh, I know all about that young man. The whole of Buenos Aires police force is keeping an eye out for him.
Yes, I know. And Max told me that Medina was involved in a cocaine operation. I couldn't help wondering if Jamie was involved. I sure hope not.
Do you have men stationed at Medina's place?
Well, certainly. Excuse me.
Doctor.
How is Maria doing?
Well, we are removing the bullet. She has, of course, excessive internal bleeding, so we are performing surgery immediately to try and save her.
Try? I can't believe this.
Kind of unreal, isn't it?
Why didn't you tell me why Maria's here and what she was doing with you?
Look, Maria came down here because her baby boy came down here. She was worried about him being rejected or something, that's all. I just happened to run into her at Cafe Dorego by accident.
Did you ever see her in Landview?
Yeah, I think we crossed paths one day, that's all.
I don't believe a word you're saying, Holden.
Tough.
If I may meet us again, I'm careful. Let's take a walk.
want from me?
Your assistance. Thanks to your friend, Max Holden, I need to get out of Argentina, and you are my passport.
Look, all I want is just to get back to America.
I will kill you if necessary. Watch out!
What? Good, are you all right?
Yeah, Tina, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm all right. As long as I'm in your arms.
Tina, what the hell is going on here? Who was that guy? You know, my mom was shot and wounded today over the plaza, and that Max character was with her.
Shot?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Dante must have meant to shoot Max and then missed. You see, Dante is raising cocaine on Max's ranch.
But what was my mother doing with Max in the first place, Tina?
They're in cahoots together, all right? They're trying to keep us apart.
What?
But you came here looking for me, didn't you?
Tina, you gotta believe me when I tell you. I'm sorry I didn't believe you when you told me that you were pregnant. I thought it was another one of your lies.
I know, I understand. I do, Look, that's why I left. I thought I'd give you time to forgive me, and then I thought when I start to show, then you'd have to believe me. But now you do, and you love me, and we can raise our child together.
Look, Tina, why don't we go find someplace where we can talk, all right?
Cassie anywhere. I'm gonna call the apartment.
Diane, you don't want to shoot me. So you don't need that gun.
Yes, I do. You were about to have me arrested, and as you know, Statesville is no place to spend a lifetime.
Are you kidding? Of course I know. So what'd you decide to do? Poison this guy?
Yeah, I poisoned him.
Everything that John and Cassie said about you's true.
Jamie made me do it. I had no choice.
Yes, you did. You could have come to me. I would have helped you.
Jamie made it sound so easy. All I had to do was pick up a briefcase. And it was no big deal. It was no big deal until I got caught. And then I was to keep quiet, and then he would keep quiet, but then he turned on me, and he made me do all these things. And if I didn't, then he was going to tell you who I really was and that I was involved, and there was nothing else that I could do.
Yes, you could have come to me. I'd have gotten her because...
No, you would have turned me, and I would have gone right back to Statesville.
And so that's when you stole the brooch.
Well, no, Jamie made me help him escape from prison the day he was being transferred. And that's when I took your car, and I waited for him, and then we cut across the Banner parking lot, and he said that I was going too slow. And then he put his foot over mine. He ran another gas pedal, and he hit Allison Parkins. Yes, and I was hysterical, and it wouldn't stop. And there I was, involved in the middle of another crime.
But you still haven't actually committed murder, please.
No, it's too late. Do you think I would be telling you any of these things unless I were running away?
But before you go, you're planning to kill me, aren't you?
Herb, no answer. Now, you want to get really paranoid and run over there and see?
Didn't have a pickup?
No, Dorian gave her the day off. Judith, are you all right?
No, but I will be.
Look, I'm going to try calling you.
What's the matter?
Diane left, Dorian left, Cassie left. When we said goodbye, we're worried.
That is what you're planning to do, isn't it? Kill me.
I'm going to lock you in a closet, and then I'm going to leave, as long as you don't try anything.
Diane, listen to me. Life on the run isn't going to be a better life.
Too late. Jamie made me blow it.
What happened to Keith?
Stop asking so many questions. Jamie took off with him, and he left me at a drugstore. And then when he came back to get me, Keith was gone. And I didn't want to ask what happened because I knew that Jamie had killed him. So don't you see, I don't have a chance anymore.
Tina.
Look, if she's at the ranch quarter, the police will find her.
And then what, Kate? They ride off into the sunset and you and I go get drunk?
Are you... You're in love with Tina?
It's funny how it happened, but yeah.
I don't understand.
What, how she can be so attractive to a man's ego? Well, that's because you're obviously a real modern woman and you can't think like Tina, so you wouldn't understand it.
Is her neediness attractive?
I want to marry her. Baby and all. Not because I feel stronger, because she's needy.
The Cord, we can try again then?
Tina, look, the most important thing to me right now is, well, it's this little baby of ours, all right? And making sure that you stay healthy and that we can bring this child into the world in the right way. And as for my feelings, they're real complicated right now, Tina.
I understand that, but do you still love me, or have you given all your love to Kate?
Lord, you still don't understand, do you? Tina, my gut is still burning from all those lies of yours that I had to swallow down. You played me for a fool, girl.
I know that, and I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, please, if you just give me a chance.
You know, for all you talk about Kate, what about this Max fella?
I care about him. I can't say that I don't. But I love you. And I told him I couldn't get over you, and I was right.
Over at the ranch, everybody thinks that you're his wife.
That's a cover for propriety's sake.
Because you're living together.
As friends. Cord, he's not my lover. Please, you've got to believe me on that. I'm carrying your child. I couldn't do that. So we can try again?
Why don't we just go back to Landview together, okay? And we'll see how it goes from there, all right?
So then we will try, right?
No, Tina. Look, I've got to be honest with you, girl. I can't tell you that I love you right now, or that we're going to go back home and everything's going to be just the way it was. What I can tell you is that I want this baby of ours to have a good future and a good, strong home. All right?
All right. But I'm going to win you back. Oh, Cord, I love you.
Oh, thanks. Diane was behind it. Not that she hangs bits herself, but that she had it arranged. And if that's true, she's capable of that.
Didn't Dorian throw her out of her apartment?
Well, that's the point. She may be out for revenge. See, you know, if John can't get through to Dorian and Cassia, well, we'll just have to wait and see. What's happening with you and Charles?
I asked them for a divorce. I don't imagine you're surprised. I just thought we should do it quickly. I don't want anything except my freedom, so why drag it on?
As long as you're positive.
I am.
Try to talk you out of it?
Not at all.
I wouldn't assume he's too pleased.
Shut up, Tina. He's just out. Now let's go and find Dante.
See? Okay, no, they're still operating on Maria Roberts. They're right. Gracias, Inspector Ramos.
Well?
Well, the cops took a quick check of my place and Dante's villa. No Cord, no Tina, no Dante, and no sign of your brother either. But Dante's housekeeper did say there was a young man staying there that fit Jamie's description.
So my instincts were right. He is working with Medina. Well, where are they? It's been over an hour.
Hey, Tom, no reason to panic. I'm sure Cord's still out running around, and Tina's still cooling her heels off in some cafe somewhere, and Dante's probably trying to get out of the country to meet Jamie somewhere. I don't think they're in any danger right now.
Nice try, Max, but I don't buy a word of that.
Can't say I buy it either.
So, who would have thought that Cord would be out risking his life for you?
Who asked him? He really gave a damn about Tina. He should have made his move back in Landview.
You lay off, Cord. Do you hear me?
Am I supposed to get scared?
You know, by any chance, did she tell you all the manipulation she put him through?
I heard all of it.
All of it. Did you hear how she staged her own suicide attempt in order to get him back? Ah, she left out that little detail. My guess is she left out a lot of little details.
What's your point?
My point is, Cord had a lot more reasons not to believe Tina was pregnant than to believe her. And by the time he found out the truth, she was gone.
And is he chasing her because of his wife or because of his heir?
Senor Holden, Senora Roberts is still in surgery. The bullet was removed successfully.
She's going to be okay?
Well, it is still very delicate. She lost a lot of blood, you know. The surgeons are working as fast as they can, but,
I understand. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Only reason for this is greed. Dante Medina has had a very profitable leather exporting business. He and his daughter were lacking nothing. Drug profits tempted him. Don Alonso's land tempted him. That's why I killed him.
Before you came?
Right before I came here. I don't know, but Dante must have found out that I was coming down to buy the ranch. Fortunately, Don Alonso willed it to me, just in case. He must have sensed there was more danger than we knew.
Where were you going to get the money to buy this ranch? Brother Steve said you were broke when you hit Landview.
Steve doesn't know everything.
Oh, I get it. This must be where Maria comes in. She staked you out to take Tina, didn't she?
I already told you why she came down here.
Why don't you stop lying, Max? Because one way or another, Cord and I are going to get the truth out of you. Excuse me.
Where is it? I'd like to take a little look at this beautiful green stuff, please.
Okay. Here you are. Yeah. I wouldn't count that in public unless you want to get mugged at the nearest corner. Oh, it's all there. You can trust me.
The way you hate Tina, I have no doubts, Maria.
Max, I have a few doubts. Like your ability to keep from Buenos Aires. What will you do if she gets this sudden desire to want to see Cord?
Well, I can't tie her and keep her prisoner, but I'd bet on the fact that once we have some good times down there, Cord is just going to be a painful memory. I laid it on about Kate and Cord. That little lie you told me to hand her, it worked like a charm. She doesn't think she has a chance with him now. If she did, you couldn't get a tow truck to get her out of Landview. I have one question for you. What if Cord changes his mind?
Oh, no, he won't. Kate Sanders is everything wonderful that Tina is not. And he is slowly coming around to Kate's charms. I mean, if Cord should get a sudden longing for Tina, believe me, it's only momentary. And why? Why would he want Tina when he's got Kate?
I wouldn't know about that, but he sure was in love with her at one time. You didn't happen to be actively working to break that up, did you?
No, I didn't have to, Max. This lady that you're whisking out of town has a built-in self-destructive button. Yeah, I know you don't understand, and let's hope you never have to.
I imagine that Charles is brooding more over Jamie than over me. He's always wanted to say that Jamie is the one who brought us down, but I think we would have gotten to that point.
What are you feeling?
Relieved. That's why I suggested we get a divorce so we can breathe and go on with our lives. I mean, it was so ridiculous for us to have to come in here worrying about propriety. For years I've been worrying about a facade. Now there's no reason to.
Herb, still no answer. What? You can get my car out of the parking lot. I'll pick you up.
All right.
We don't know anything yet, honey, not until we get over there. I've got to go.
Will you let me know what's going on? I'm going home.
Judith, listen, I'll be here for you. You know that, don't you? I mean, it's going to hurt a lot even when it's over.
Take care. Be careful.
What's going on?
just want to see how my mother is, okay? She's fine. She just hit her head. Mom? Mom? I want you to go over to the coffee table and put the jewelry in the bag. Then what, Diane? You gonna shoot both of us and take off? That's right. You didn't care about my mother at all,
Yes,
did
I
you?
did. I loved her. I adored her. And then you had to come home.
Give me a break, Diane. You were up to your eyeballs with Jamie long before...
Just do what I told you to.